Uh, so let me start the stream. So today we are gonna see how to make an activity feed. It's gonna be a very simple activity feed. Hope you guys are ready. And let me start by setting things up here in my laptop. Just give me a moment before we start off today. Okay, great. So as we start going here, first thing will be to create a screen. So we'll come to today's, it's day 47 activity feed, and we'll take an example of a simple mobile, right? So I'm going to use Android larger for my screen. I'm going to rename this as activity feed. As simple as that. Great. So let's keep going. Hey Yogesh, uh, yeah, okay, great. So getting back. So first thing, what is an activity feed? Activity feed shows you in an app anything. It shows you like what is happening, any comments or such. So first thing, we'll start laying out the basic things. That would be, having the time. So I'm just going to reuse this element as I reuse in most of my designs. Here we have, so let me set it to present time here for me. So the present time is 20:02. That's 8:02. 20:02. Right? And let me see what's my battery percentage. I got 88. That's great. I'm a Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, everything set up. Right? Make sure this is not outside, but this is inside status bar. Right? It should always be below whatever the screen you're using. Let me make sure it's inside. One last check. So how do you get to know if it is inside the frame or not? It's very simple. You come to the prototype here. It's as simple as this, right? So let me reduce, double click on this. 1, 2, 3. Let me reduce the spacing. We center it. Yeah, looks great. Next, what have we got to do? We have to put the heading. So for the heading, I'm going to put it as notifications, right? Or notifications. So here I'm going to use railway as my font. I'm going to give it medium. So today onwards, let's start using typography and such basic things what usually comes, right? So the colors used can be here, right? Let me make this as semicolon. So this is called documentation according to me. Each one has their own way of doing things. So I'm going to have all the colors listed out here. I'm going to create a small square and I'm going to keep it as black in color. And for this I know this looks kind of a, what to say, redundant, but it's maybe for this black. So what I'll do here is I'll do the text. You have to put I usually prefer to put the hex code rather than the color because that might vary, right? So the colors used, so, and The other thing would be typography. What is the typography I'm using here? It's a railway, right? You can see here what is being used. I'll just copy this railway and with medium. Great. So if we keep adding more colors, right, we're going to be using multiple colors. I'm going to try to keep the palette as minimal as possible. Sure. So here you can see that we have things set up. So first thing would be we would name the screen as notifications, and let me see how it looks here. Right, that looks great. And I'm going to bring an icon in. So for that I'll be using material design icons. So today is going to be a very short session, guys. It's very simple, very plain. All right, so back, I'm going to click on back. So I prefer to use this arrow back on iOS. I like this kind of a back arrow. See, when always bring it out once it comes into the setup and zoom in, hold shift, reduce the size. Let me reduce a bit more, and voila, we have got this going. Yeah, looks good. So let me make this notification semi bold. Let me see how it looks. Yeah, looks good. So next, for the app, right, when I'm using the app, so let me put a divider. The menu starts. See how it looks here. Smaller. Reduce the size, color. So let me copy this color. And what I'm going to do is every color I'm going to use, I'm going to have it in the color palette. It's not always necessary, but yeah, I do prefer it to be in that certain direction so that I know what are the colors. So by chance, if I'm going to give this file to someone else, at that time they might not know the colors I'm using. So if they try to replicate it, this will be much easier. I know they can use a color picker, but it's always good to document it. Even if I'm developing a code, I prefer to put comments to make it easier for me to remember. Right? I mean, this might be necessary, might not be necessary, but I'm just putting it here to give that a separation. I think I might not need it. So yeah. So next, you have, okay, I removed this because I'm a picky person, so I prefer to see if I really need it or not. So first thing, if I have notification, so it will show me you have so and so number of notifications. So I'll have 3 notifications, right? Or in this week it can be even 4 or it can be 2, right? So I'll show you how you can make this look more unique. So I'm going to give it a 20. The smaller the better. So let me get this a 14. Make this semi bold and change this color to 95595. Right, so here what I'm going to do is let me choose a color. Right, let me choose, let me think. So what we do is let's explore. I'm going to go with blue. I like this blue. I like this pink. Right, so this is the color I'm going to be using. see if this is, yeah, this is a great color. So I'm going to use this color, and this will be my accent color, right? So here you see we have the color setup. Just in case, let's have one more of this color swatch or color library. What we have, so you have 3 notification is what is being displayed here. So then what are the other bifurcations we have? So first is the notification. You have how many notifications you have. So the next thing will be, when did the notification come? So do you have the notification today, tomorrow, day after, right? So this is for today, or you can have it on the date. So today's date is June 15th. Let me put it in this way. Semi bold. Let me give it a 20. Now I'm going to keep it to this line, everything, right? So June 15th, and let me reduce this. There's too much gap, I guess. Yeah, this looks fine. So June 15th. All right, we can change the fonts later if required. I mean, for now I think this is a bit funky, but that's fine, that's all right. So you guys have any doubts till now, you can always put it up in the chat section. Right, so next what we have, what do we have? Post this session. Hey Munawar, I hope you can be able to use this session to maybe do Figma in the future, who knows, right? So thanks for joining in. Thanks everyone who has joined in today. And later, what do we have here? Later we have, sorry guys if I'm just trying to keep you out. I'm not, basically I'm just answering the chat. So if there's any doubts, then you guys can just answer the chat. You can question me in the chat. So next what we have here would be the images. So when someone is, now this is for a social media app, you can say, or even in LinkedIn, usually you get to see the image of the person, right? So here I have an ellipse. So I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to draw the ellipse. Fine. So let me see if this is a good size. Yeah, I think this should be a good size. So let me make it 48, or let me keep it a standard 50. All right, so 50 by 50, right? So this will be my image size. So inside this, let me add an image. Let me give a space here. I'll show you why in a minute. So here what I'll do is, one option I've shown you guys how to use masking. You can check out masking in my previous yesterday's video, yesterday's stream. So I'll just right click here, and there's an option known as plugins. So I've installed a plugin known as Unsplash, where you get free copyright free images, because I do not want any of my content to be copyrighted. So let me put a person here. Let me find a person here. So Jake Nikos, that's her name, right? Jake Nikos. Fine. So what I'll do here is, next I'll just put Jack, or it's Jack I guess, or Jake. I'll just put it as Jake to keep it simple. And what I would do here is, I'll change it to this color, right? So the next thing what I would be doing is I'll say liked your story, like the stream is what is going on right now, and this one would be made to a size of say 14. It's like this, and I'll make it a bit darker, something like this, right? That's 6060, so I'll post it here. I know this is a lot of work on the go. Usually people may do it after it's done, but I prefer to do it in the starting, or some people just put up so and so is the color what we're going to be working on and they work on the same color. So I just come here, I click on this. Jake liked your stream. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, so today's stream is or this can be an app for myself on YouTube. I'll put it. Just let me put the stream. I think this should be one size below, maybe something like 12. Let me check here how it looks. Yeah, I think 12 is a good size. Even this I'll make it as 12. Okay, Jake liked your screen. Fine. Later what we have, we'll put a small image of what stream looks like, right? What the stream looks like is, I'll show you here. Here you can just keep it as 20 or I guess 5. Fine. So let me take today's stream's thumbnail and put it up there. So let me find today's stream, day 47. Okay, so this is a big image. What do I do? I'll just lock this, make it 100, right? So I've got it here. So next you have to keep this on this. Fine. So I'll make this even more smaller, maybe an 80. Yeah, now 70. Yes, looks similar. So I'll choose this and this holding shift. Here there's a mask option. You guys can see this, right? Control Alt M is an option. So instead of Control Alt M, I'm going to just click on use mask. So here you can see I'm just going to select this and I'm going to bring it here. Right, looks good. So what I'm going to do here is, so this is the mask group. I think you guys can see here in the left side, when I go on this, you can see how it's selected. I'm just going to name it as dailyui 47. Guys, it's always great to name everything. All right, precisely. So I'm going to show you here. This will be Jake image. It takes time, but later reduces your process for documentation. It makes your work easy. If you're going to be into UX design, product design, this makes your work damn easy, guys. Trust me on this. Right? Let me increase this size. Sure. So here we can see how it looks. I guess this can be more towards the left. A bit towards the left. Yeah, great. So this is one, and later what else do we have here? Let me think. What do you have more? So you usually have, what is the thing, right? The title of this. So daily UI 47 stream with Ganesh G. Right, let me go for the similar layout. Copy properties, then let me do the paste properties. Okay, that's not working on this. So this is 12. I'm going to choose 12. Okay, I mean this looks bigger. what I'll do here is I'll make this 10, and I'm going to choose the color from here. That is, I'll go for this, I guess, or for this. Yeah, so this will show me what I'm going to do, right? And let me make this as 10 minutes ago. Fine. So I'm just giving a short. We can redesign on this. There's a lot of thinking process that goes into it, right? Later. So the other reason why I kept this space is I'm going to show you now. So just in case if you have not opened this, you're not opened this post and you're not seen what they've commented or what they've put up there. So it's very simple. I'm just gonna add this notification kind of button. So if you've already seen the post, this won't be here. Right? Let me make it 8 by 8. Does that look too big? Yeah, it does. Let me go to 6 by 6. Sure. So this is how it looks, guys, for one of the notifications. So let's do 3 more notifications. 3 different more. We have a few more things to do. So before that, let me give a decent amount of spacing. All right, we got 3. So let me see, right click, then again plug in, unsplash, and in unsplash now, let me a mail. Let me click on a mail. So Paul, let this be Paul. Paul liked your post. Paul commented. So here maybe I can have an enter. So you can adjust this. This can be 14 minutes ago. Same thing for this. Just thing Paul has commented on this. Just taking random names here, not mentioning anyone here on the stream. Sure. And here next, let's have one more. Right click, plugins, unsplash. Yeah. Instead of having today's date here, we can have even written it as today, but I'm just choosing it to be written as today's date. So here, let's have another person, random person. Daniel. Okay, sorry. Daniel. Small. And like your post. So let me right click on this. Here I'll show you unsplash. You can do this here also. Post social media post. Maybe put a LinkedIn post up. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that didn't work. Reason being, I already have a mask there. Let me remove the mask. let me do one thing. I know I'm making this a bit complicated, but forgive me. Just with the limited time we have, I don't want to drag the session, so I'm just making use. Let me see. Where is LinkedIn? That's my post 2 hours ago. Sure. Then now what I'll do is, first thing what you do is you group each, or yeah, you just group each. Control G for each of this. Notification 1. Fine. This whole thing will be notification 2, right? And this whole group will be notification 3. This is mainly about how you organize your things. It's nothing that has to do with it has to be like this, right? And here it will be June 15th. Fine. So here I'll be like, so here you can see because it's organized, it's easier for me to just scroll and check out what is where, right? Just showing as 4 elements. So what I'll do is I'll copy this whole thing, Control C, you go to Control V. Oh, sorry. So yesterday was June 14th, right? And what I'll do is you have to double click to go inside one layer, and I'll remove the ellipse here and ellipse here as well, and ellipse here as well. Fine. Here let me remove this one more element, saving of time, and let me click on unsplash, change the image, person Jonas, let me give loved, just give a heart symbol, right? I fell for it. So come here, let me remove this. Yeah, ungroup this. Loved your not stream video. Let me go to unsplash and let me click on a video. Let me get a video. Okay guys, so far, so this is how it looks. Okay, let me do something. This. Let me get it all into the frame. Now to shop. So guys, as you can see, this is how the current notifications panel looks. You can see, you can scroll, you can do anything you want. So this is a minimalistic view, is what I'd say. We can have dividers, so I'll have dividers here, up below June 14th and 15th. Just showing you how the outcome is coming out. So you guys have anything, you can always comment, and I shall make sure that I would reply to your comment. Uh, so yeah, so the next thing would be let me just copy this. See, control. Well, let me see, like your video. Camera. 2 days ago. This guy will be a female. Choose, yeah, this is Amy on your video. This can be a different video. Plugins, Unsplash, video. After Effects 30 minutes. Yeah, so that's it. Now we've got this sorted. Great. So the next thing would be to add some sort of a navigation bar. Plugins, material design icons. So let me see here, home, notifications, and then what else do we got? Home, notifications, search, and profile. Person. Yeah, so we are gonna add these 4 buttons here. I mean, these 4 are too big, so make this 50. Yeah, 50 looks good. I mean, 50 is big too. Let me make it 40. Yeah, 40 seems to be a good size. Okay, so let me get this here. Okay, what I'll do now is I'll just group all of this and name it as nav elements. So I'll get this all to the center, to the bottom. So because I've selected this notifications, I'm going to click here, right? I'm gonna make this much bigger. Just gonna put a small tiny circle here. So this will be in white. And this will have a effect, and that will be to drop a shadow. So let me get the shadow up. Sure. We make this a bit smaller. So these are the notification, and yeah, so that would be it. Okay, let me add a divider. Let's see if it looks good. No. Let me click on this and give it a gray color. Oh, great. That looks good, I guess. No, I'm not satisfied yet. I can be kind of picky. Can give a load more button here. This look too much. Yeah. So yeah, voila. So this is how your notifications would look. Your activity feed. This is a basic design, and you guys can check out my daily stream to find out more designs, designing live here with you.